Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. Maritime Warrior here, along with the Magic Man.
Hello.
And Mark the Mark.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Corey, not here, the big boss.
Hello!
He's got work-related things to do, so not here this week. Hopefully he'll be back next week. So, starting off with some sad news, Phil Hickerson passed away at 79 years old. If you're not sure who Phil Hickerson is, he wrestled for Al Zink's International Wrestling, the Memphis Invasion from 1977. Him and partner Loverboy Dennis Condrey came in as the World Tag Team Champions as the Bicentennial Kings. Strangely enough, Dennis Condrey passed away a few months ago, maybe early this year, late last year, Mark said. Not 100% sure when, but the Bicentennial Kings are both passed on. Our condolences go out to his family, friends, and fans. It's unfortunate, but, time waits for nobody.
Yeah, exactly. We're all getting older.
Yeah, feeling older than I am, but anyway. So CGPW, their show on Sunday was canceled, so there was no show there. And we did not get the results from Mainstream Wrestling. We'll be honest with you, we don't even know who to contact to get results. So unfortunately, we do not have those results. We do have the results of the first CGPW show, and Jason will get us started with that because we literally just got them minutes ago.
First match, Christian Hex defeated the Crimson Kid. Next match, Sidewalk Sam versus Conquistador Tress, who got the win over Sidewalk Sam. Third match, X-Rated Steve Arsenault got the win over Vincent Tyler. Fourth match, X-Ray Kyle Cruz versus Arkham. Arkham got the win there. There's too many X's. X-Ray, X-Rated. There's just too many. Fifth match of the night was a number one contendership for the CGP heavyweight title. El Fuego Dragon defeated Nick Keith to become the number one contender. And the main event was a hardcore handicap match. Matt Bullen was accompanied to the ring by Joe Dunlap versus the Donaire Beast and the Preacher. Matt Bullen won, but I guess it was quite the beating. So
I'm intrigued by two things. One, I've always been an El Fuego Dragon fan. Going back to his NWE days, his XWA days. El Fuego Dragon's one of those guys that I kind of feel for because when he got the belt for good. So if you don't know what happened, Dragon won the belt in NWE. Lost it a month into Ryan Heath, and they were building up to a rematch. So the same night he lost the belt, he won the Rumble, and he was going to challenge at Road to Gold, which was their WrestleMania. Well, Fantana had the ladder match. I think it's the Roll of the Dice briefcase, so he was going to cash in as well, so it was a triple threat match. El Fuego Dragon got the win with his new finisher at that point in time, the Dragon Sleeper, and he was going to finally have his run. COVID hit, and NWE never came back. El Fuego Dragon officially is the final NWE champion, and I always felt bad because he got it, but they storylined it, and now he's going to get it again, and he's finally going to get a run with it, and it never happens. Yeah. Could we see El Fuego Dragon beat Deuce for the belt? I think it's too soon. Like, Deuce hasn't done anything with the CGPW heavyweight title.
Yeah.
I will say that I am intrigued with this Matt Bullen storyline, the Ultra Violence Championship. I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Your secondary title is the title that you can be creative with. Your heavyweight title, that's for your main event guys. Your women's titles for your women. Your tag team titles for your tag team guys. You can do whatever the hell you want with your secondary title. And for them to have an ultra violence, skewers in the head and all that, I'm intrigued by that.
Yeah, somebody got hit in the head with a beer bottle during the match.
Lovely.
They were beaten up with the ultra violent belts. They put somebody through a table that was up against the arena boards.
Okay.
So they went through the boards. The Donaire Beast speared somebody through the boards. And then Goody hit Bullen with a cutter, went for the pin. And then him and Preacher got into it because they were trying to fight over who was going to pin Bullen. And yeah, so it was...
the winner would have won the title, right?
Yeah. What I heard in the last message I got was lots of blood, lots of weapons, and lots of action. And
I love to hear that.
After the match was done, Goody was in the locker room. Joe Dunlap had the ring bell with him. And him and Bullen attacked Goody, hitting him in the head with the bell. And then proceeded to kick the crap out of him in the locker room. So... there should be a video coming out this week of the locker room attack, so keep an eye out for that.
I have a question for you, Jason.
Sure.
Did he get his bell rung?
He definitely got his bell rung, that's for sure, 100%.
That's why we keep Mark around.
Wait till you see the video.
Comic relief.
Wait to see that.
Tip your bartenders. I'll be here all night.
There you go. Tip your bartenders. So, yeah, anything else before we move on with CGPW?
A couple new wrestlers with CGPW, the Christian Hex and the Crimson Kid, two new guys that have showed up. They look pretty young. Apparently the Crimson Kid is a high flyer, so get out and check them out. It's always nice to see new blood coming into Maritimes, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
I noticed that on the card, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to the CCW and NBWA shows. We do apologize. After I confidently said, geez, that sounds weird coming out of my mouth. We did miss the NBWA Doketown Destruction 5. We didn't mention that, but we have the results here. And we're going to go through both shows real quick. For the tag titles, Ace Dynasty beat Money Talks. Zane Valentine beat Matt Strong. Dan McCullough beat Oscar Ironside. Hunter Sampson beat Nick Strong. I'm assuming this was a River Valley title match. Stormy Hale versus Salem Wilder went to a double DQ. Scott Lee Crew beat Patrick O'Neill. And for the NBWA heavyweight title, Rugged Rick Owens successfully defended versus Chevron. The CCW results in the VIP, Deuce beat Chizenko. Patrick, once again, Patrick O'Neill. He beat Olafur Hansen on the main card. Highlight of my weekend right here. I was super happy about this. Brand new River Valley champion Chevron beating Hunter Sampson. We'll have a lot to say about that. Oscar Ironside beat Larry Horowitz. Oscar Ironside officially turns heel and joins Chris Lewis. So Lewis is now his manager. For the tag team titles, another title change here as the Real Deal Heroes beat Ace Dynasty. The Real Deal Heroes is Pat Persuasi and Zane Valentine. A little confusion here for the women's title. The results I got said Stormy Hale won, beating Salem Wilder and Vanna Black. There was a post made. We have two women's champions, so we'll get into that in a second. Okay. I Quit match. Nick Strong beat Matt Strong. Dan McCullough beat Kirk.
Hold on, your Nick versus Matt Strong. It was an I Quit match, but it was actually called off by Mama Strong. She threw in the towel. There was no winner.
Well, yeah, she threw in the towel. So strong one.
Yeah.
It's a forfeit, so it still counts as an I Quit because of the Brett versus Backlund match. So Dan McCullough beat Kirk Obey by DQ. The NBWA heavyweight title match. Rugged Rick Owens successfully defends versus JP Sims. We got a lot of title changes. Let's start with the big one right off the get-go. Chevron winning the River Valley title from Hunter Sampson. Something I love about this is we're in CCW enough. We're deep enough. We're 4 or 5 years in where we're seeing the guys that were coming up becoming the champions. We saw it with Hunter Sampson. We're seeing it with Chevron right now. Sampson was a great champion.
Oh, absolutely.
Horsepower, it's only going to look up from here. They kicked out of each other. Like, this was a WrestleMania match. They kicked out of each other's finishing moves. Hunter Sampson kicked out of a brass knuckle shot. But the XLR, that tombstone pile driver by Chevron, got the job done. Chevron, I think minutes after winning the belt, literally texted me, goes, "Did you smell that one?" So it's no secret. Chevron is a good friend of mine. I'm very, very proud of him. A good friend of the podcast, honestly.
Absolutely.
Like, we've gotten along great with Chevron, and this is a great accomplishment. I think this is a huge moment for him. His wife, his kid was there. We saw pictures with them with the belt. This is a stepping stone. Like, there are bigger things over the horizon.
Climbing the ladder. Same with Hunter Sampson. Yep.
Like, you can't put somebody over that much in a loss. Kicking out of finishing moves, kicking out of a brass knuckle shot. You've made a superhero out of Horsepower Hunter Sampson. Oh, and exactly. I think that's the right way to do it. Mark Chevron, the conspiracy theory guy himself. Thoughts on this? Man.
Well, I don't think there were any conspiracy theories against him when he won that title. I don't think so anyway. I hope there weren't, because it went pretty well. But yeah, man, I'm happy for him. He deserves it. He's put in the work, honestly. Like, I remember when we first spoke of him, I believe it was it that time where we went to the Miramichi show? I think Corey might have seen him before, like the show before that at IHW.
I'll tell you right now, the first time, I don't remember what show it was, but he came to us.
Yeah.
And introduced himself. He's like, "I love the podcast, love what you guys do." And I was like, "Fucking Chevron loves what we do." And we're still just four jabronis doing this.
Dorks.
But at the time, it was like super new. Like, not everybody knew about the podcast. Like, a selective few knew. And Chevron was like super cool, and
he's definitely an OG listener for sure.
Absolutely, and it's. I got a few good friends in the business right now, and a few of them are doing it the right way, and the results are showing for themselves. Chevron's one of them. You put in the work, you get rewarded. This is one of those things where it's not luck, it's not sucking up to anybody. You watch Chevron in the ring and you know exactly why. He's getting a push in CCW. You know why he's getting a push in IHW, why he's getting a push in IPW. The guy's worth his weight in gold. I used to call him a crossbreed between Shinsuke Nakamura and Titus. Like, he's going to be, by the end of the year, this guy is top 2 or 3 in the Maritimes. Like, if he's not already there. Like, he's main evented shows. Like, he challenged Rick Owens the night before. Yeah. Jason, thoughts on Chevron winning the belt?
I think it's fantastic. We talk about it all the time, that it's a ladder, right? And you're climbing that ladder. He deserves it. By this time next year, I hope he's holding the big yellow belt. We'll have to wait and see how that happens or what happens there. But yeah, I'm happy for him. There's definitely going to be a lot of younger guys chasing that title now. Do we see Spike Esty go after him now? I mean, the tag team feud had been going on for a while. That's kind of like melted off to the side for a bit, but does Spike take a run at that belt now? So, you know what I mean? You could reignite that feud pretty easily.
I mean, you look at... There's a selective few guys. There's an old guard, and there's a new guard. And from that new guard, you got guys like Chevron, Hunter Sampson, Logan Green, Spike Esty. And, like, that's the top four. Those are the four pillars of the future right there. 2 baby faces, 2 heels. And I think it just makes sense that Spike is next. And I think it just makes sense that Logan's next. And then I think it just continues to snowball from there until all 4 guys have been River Valley champion. And all 4 guys have been NBWA heavyweight champion. And they're the future guys. And I don't want to say you phase out guys like Rick Owens and Scott Lee Crew, but their time is coming to a close, and we got this new crop of guys coming up in the next few years to hold the big belt.
Yeah, I mean, you got guys like, we talk about it all the time, Patrick O'Neill. You know what I mean? He's doing great stuff coming up from behind as well. You got Chizenko that's there on a regular basis now. You got Oliver Hansen there on a regular basis. So all these guys are coming up behind your 4 pillars of the new gen. And I think CCW is set for a while. Their 4th anniversary show's coming up soon. So
in July, right?
I believe so. June maybe.
I wish it was in July, because if it was July, we'd probably all be there.
I still gotta make it to CCW.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
We went to one CCW. I've been to. I think Jason's been to multiple. We went last year, and the only complaint it was hot.
Oh, was it ever?
You were there.
Yeah, me, you, Corey.
Yeah, Mark wasn't there. That's right.
Yeah.
After he just told me he wasn't there. Before we move on,
the women.
Not only the women. Before we get to the women, Pat Persuasi, Zane Valentine, the new NBWA Tag Team Champions. I'm not 100% sure. I think this is Pat Persuasi's first championship belt.
Oh, wow.
And I was watching this guy in NWE. My bad.
I was going to say, you mixed up a couple letters there.
NWE. He was basically... I don't mean this as a disrespect. He was basically a job guy. Like, never won any matches. He had his... he was the fitness guru, almost like Simon Dean. I think he even came out to that music. And it's like he never got a chance. The guy was talented, but he never got a chance. Just this is something that I'm really proud of Pat Persuasi for finally, like, a championship. Winning a championship basically means that they trust you with their property.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's people say, "Oh, don't be a belt mark." You know, there's a reason belts exist in wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, the company trusts you enough to put the belt on you, so you're good enough to promote their product. If they don't trust you to promote their product, they'd never put the belt on you.
And I remember years ago, this would have been 2011, one of my best friends, BT Bobby Man, won the IHWI title. And I was there that night. I was a plant in the crowd to go give him a beer, my wrestling debut, I guess you could say. And on the way back home, I don't know why I told him, but I said, cherish this title reign. Like, don't be a mark about it, obviously, but cherish this title reign because the second one isn't guaranteed. And a second one was not guaranteed. 182 days later, 2 title defenses, he dropped it right back to Ryan Storm. But you have that. If you win something in wrestling, it's an accomplishment.
No, absolutely.
Because it's trust from the company, and I think CCW is basically telling Pat Persuasi, yeah, you're good enough. You're good enough to be a champion. Putting him with Zane Valentine, we all know what we think of Zane Valentine, one of the greatest guys in the Maritimes.
Yeah.
Adds to his championship pedigree, former PEI champion. I can't wait to see where this goes. I think it's a very funny team, a very good team. Gets a lot of heat. I do want to mention the women's title match. Jason, could you explain to us what's going on here?
Okay, so it was started off as a triple threat match. Something happened along the way where both Salem and Stormy landed on top of Vanna, and they counted 1, 2, 3. Both their hands were on top of Vanna, so one was supposed to win. The other one said the other one was going to win. So the board of directors, Troy Carruthers said that they are both champions at this point. So we have 2 women's champions in CCW currently. However,
there are 2 belts.
Yes, and there will be a unification match at their 4th anniversary show.
Salem had a hell of a run. An unfortunate run at points, was injured for a majority of that.
Foot or something there, yeah.
Yeah. I do think that this is Stormy Hale's time, though.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think it's time for her to finally get a title. She's definitely proved herself. She's worked, like we always say, she's worked her way up the ladder. She's being showcased all over the Maritimes, and I think it's time for her to finally get some gold around her waist.
Absolutely. So, good stuff, CCW, NBWA. We're going to move on to IHW, Hands of Time in Petitcodiac, New Brunswick. First up, Alex Robbins. He beat the Mauler James Manning. Oliver Hansen, he beat Shano. Kirk O'Bey versus Julian Young went to a no contest. Interference during the match by James Manning, Oliver Hansen, Alex Robbins, and Shano. This led to a 6-man tag for later on in the night. Hometown girl Karma Rain got the big win over Sierra Stone. Julian Young, Shano, and Alex Robbins, they beat James Manning, Oliver Hansen, and Kirk O'Bey. And in the main event for the IHW Honor title, Fantana beat the Port City's finest, Caden. Once again, IHW has been around for over 20 years. To main event a show in IHW is a privilege.
Absolutely.
And Caden is one of those guys that's
that shouldn't be there.
No, he should be there. Here's the thing with Caden. He's put in the work. He's put in a lot of work in his character development. Solid in the ring. Really, really good in the ring, actually. And he was...
got to stop getting hurt.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Broken elbow, dislocated an elbow.
Yeah, he's fine. But it's one of those things where they're trusting him with that. He's challenging for the PEI title. Caden's another one of those guys that you got to look out for him.
He's a vet. He deserves to be there. As much as I shit on him, he's been around the scene a long time. He took some time off to raise the kids.
It's not even a case of he deserves it. He's earned it.
Oh, yeah.
He puts in the work. Like, it's not like he came out of nowhere and I wrestled for a long time. Give me things. No, he's put in the work on the 100%. Mic, in the ring, in character development. How the fuck you get pink over? Ask Caden, he's done it.
Yeah.
Just the sight of him coming out with a deflated flamingo at the last show. Instant heat. Little things. Just little fucking things. Yeah. R.I.P. Jason. R.I.P.
Yeah, I was not happy.
There's a song about it now, too.
Is there? Oh, poor Jason. Yeah. Fantana continuing his dominant run with the Honor title. We talked about Matt Chevron. Fantana, I love you, brother. I think Chevron's taking that Honor title in June. By the way, Petitcodiac, 230 fans showed up for this show. Yeah, IHW is on fucking fire this year.
Oh, yeah.
It's great to see.
Selling out in Miramichi, packing the place in Petitcodiac. Their shows at the Odyssey are crazy. I mean, it's such a great venue, and they're packing that as well. I love what they're doing here.
It's awesome. Mark, your thoughts on this?
Man, honestly, I haven't been to IHW in a little bit there. I better get going there again because I've always been busy every time they go. But I think one thing that I agree on might be that the title change to Chevron, like let's say if it comes to the Honor title, might actually be beneficial not only to him, but also to Fantana at this point.
Yeah.
Where you could see that the title change might become like a chase to him also, right? I wouldn't even be against it if it went back to him and then back to Chevron, maybe even once or twice.
Here's the thing. People think we don't like Fantana.
Not at all.
The Honor title is a heel title because it's wrestling.
Yeah,
the heel title is supposed to be honorable. It's in the name, the Honor title. And that's when you have a heel cheat to win.
Yeah.
I'm honorable. I was talking to someone a few days ago, and they were talking about Freddie Sweetan. I don't even know what Freddie Sweetan sounds like. But one of his famous things that he would say on promos is Clary Fleming would say, "You used the thumb again." He had a taped thumb. "I did not use the thumb, Mr. Fleming." You know, that's what you do with Chevron or with Logan or with Caden. You know, a good heel that holds the Honor title. Well, you cheated. I didn't cheat.
Oh, yeah.
He cheated.
Look at the Cuban Assassin. He always had that little shank there in his pocket all the time.
Looked like a popsicle stick to me.
yeah. It would, I mean, it's classic, right?
It is.
Chevron ain't no cheater, though. He can take it the hard way.
Don't want to know what you mean by that.
Okay.
He can take the title, guys. Holy fuck.
Jason's face there. I thought he was going to pass out. All right. Enough hard way stuff. A big congratulations to everybody that won titles. We're not done. But, Chevron, Real Deal Heroes, Salem Wilder, Stormy Hale. Congratulations. Moving on to Superstars of Wrestling in the VIP for the AIWF Canadian Heavyweight title. Wesley Pipes beat Giant Orion by DQ. And Dryce Durning, he beat Hollywood Cole. Alex Robbins actually attacked Dryce after the match and was saved by Aiden Durning. Aiden Durning, who is the son of Draven Durning. We're going to hear a lot about Durnings for this segment.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to kind of ask a question. Is he known as Aiden Blaze, if I'm not mistaken?
Is
that the same guy?
It's possible, yes, because his father is Draven Blaze.
Okay.
Maybe they're just Durnings for the sake of it. So the results I got, they use the names Durning.
They are Durnings. Their wrestling name's Blaze. Their actual last name is Durning. Yeah. They are first cousins with Dryce and Dick.
Yeah. Three-way match. Sierra Stone beat Chantel and Brenda Pipes. Mayafa beat Wesley Pipes in an impromptu match, I do believe. For the SOW Cruiserweight Championship, Alex Robbins beat Aiden Blaze Durning. And the main event for the SOW Heavyweight title, Dick Durning beat Draven Blaze Durning. At the end of the night, all four Durnings, all tongue-tied, celebrated in the ring. A hell of a moment for the Durning family here.
Absolutely.
I think this is a solid show for them. It continues the heel run of Alex Robbins, continues Dick Durning as the champion, which I think is the right choice. And Wesley Pipes is not left in the dust either. He still has the AIWF Canadian Heavyweight title. He defended that one against Giant Orion. Seems that feud is not over. I think Alex Robbins, I questioned him being the first Cruiserweight champion. It's worked out well for Superstars of Wrestling. Absolutely. Shows what I know. Mayafa getting a big win over Pipes. They're doing a lot of good things in the right places. Jason, thoughts on this entire show?
It looked fantastic. I seen a bunch of pictures this afternoon after work, and looks like they had a great crowd. And it's cool to see a cousin and his son versus a cousin and his son, with Draven and Aiden and Dick and Dryce. Yeah, I mean, they all wrestle. They're first and second cousins. I don't think they've ever met. Draven and Ader from the U.S. So yeah, it's cool to have them all in the same show, everything together. And like you said, Wesley Pipes isn't being left in the dust. He had 2 matches actually that night. So, and one of my favorite guys right now to watch is Mayafa. He big boy. My God, he's a big boy. I've seen him wrestle a couple times live. I'd like to see him again. Heard he put on a hell of a match the other week with Oni Bjornsson at North Pro. So, yeah, I can't wait to see him live again here soon.
I think
I've seen him live, but I've never seen him wrestle live.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, he's a good guy to watch wrestle.
I just want to plug something in right now, just for
Your phone
purposes of talking about it right now. But please check the shorts on our YouTube channel because we are currently posting Mayafa against Oni Bjornsson.
Yeah, one of the comments from the shorts was someone going like, "Oh man, I love that Oni Bjornsson guy. He looks like Butterbean." I was like, "Is that a compliment? Butterbean was quite a beast."
Is it because he's bald? Does Corey look like Butterbean too?
Yeah,
because he's bald. Yeah.
Exactly.
They're all Jesse Butterbean.
Maybe he's Kidney Bean.
Shano Butterbean.
We're gonna have a whole bean squad.
Yeah.
They're gonna go against the 4 Durnings.
Oh,
there you go.
That's WrestleMania worthy right there. Mark, your thoughts on this show?
Honestly, it's like you mentioned. I'm enjoying the whole Alex Robbins championship run. I think there's a lot of depth to it. And being a new guy, it's not a bad thing to have him face all these different people. Like, he's getting his reps in. And actually, I was going to mention earlier, I think, is that his first IHW booking that he got this weekend? If it's not his first, it might be his second.
I think it might have been his first. I know he's been at North Pro, but I don't know.
I don't feel confident enough to say yes or no, because I think it is, but I'm still not sure, because
maybe like an Amherst show or something, but
it's possible.
Yeah, but yeah, man,
it's possible.
Like the guy's really getting around. He's electric. People love him, but especially like he's doing that whole PWU thing at Superstars where he's a heel, and everywhere else he's a face, right?
Superstars is his home territory. He was trained by Pipes and Durning.
That's right.
It's one of those things. Again, we mentioned it earlier with the secondary title. You can be creative with your secondary title. A secondary title can also be a weight limit title, and that's what they did here. And I absolutely love the design of this belt. Just unique design. Just absolutely love it.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
10. I really enjoy that belt.
Okay.
No joke.
Another thing I just wanted to quickly mention for this card as well: Dreiss defeating Hollywood Cole.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big one. It's a big one for him, and I bet you he learned a lot during that match.
I mean, Hollywood Cole has nothing to prove in the Maritimes. He's a top draw here.
Oh yeah.
And when you think, okay, well, he's a top draw as a single. No, he's a top draw as a singles. He's a top draw as a tag team, and he's a top draw as a trios.
Absolutely.
How fucking good can you be? Hollywood Cole is the answer.
Yeah.
He's the measuring stick right now.
Do you guys think that eventually, if Dreiss Durning was to take that title, do you guys think that Hollywood Cole might be a problem for him?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Here's one of the things that I love about Hollywood Cole. A championship is a championship. If you win a trios title, cool. Win a tag title, cool. Win a heavyweight title, cool. Win a secondary title, cool. Hollywood Cole is...
I mean, he held 4 titles last year.
Hollywood Cole is the Swiss Army knife of the Maritimes.
100%.
You know, there's many uses for Hollywood Cole, and he will dominate whatever you put him in.
Yeah.
Dominate. Like, he is another one. I feel this year there are a lot of guys on the rise. I think he's like a little underappreciated until you see him work, whether it's with the Hollywood Heathens, the Highlight Heathens, or just as Hollywood Cole.
Yeah.
The guy's worth his weight in gold. He is one of the absolute best.
Yeah. I enjoy him at IHW.
I enjoy him wherever I can see him. It's a privilege to watch Hollywood Cole work. And one of my favorite acts in the Maritimes right now is the Highlight Heathens, with Chip Chambers, another one of the absolute best in the Maritimes, and Ethan Knight, another one of the absolute best in the Maritimes. You got 3 main event fucking talent right there in one trio. Yep. You know, they're so fucking good, they brought a trios title from Ontario and still have it.
Yeah.
That's how good they are. Not just a one and done. They've defended that title more times in North Pro than anywhere else. Kudos to them. Absolutely.
Yeah. And all 3 of them are super nice guys and humble and down to earth. I love them to death, man.
A mark out moment for me and Mark anyway is one of the North Pro shows. They're just there and they're in character. And Ethan Knight goes, "Hey, Cole, look, it's Corey and Mark the Mark." And me and Mark just sort of looked at each other and like, a lot of boys, like a lot of the guys listen to the podcast, but it was almost like we looked at each other and like, oh, they know our names.
I almost got into the ring right there. I was like, I want those titles.
Sebi was right next to us, and we were like, for the belts, Sebi, you're with us, and he just sprayed bubbles at them.
hurt their eyes with some soap.
So speaking of Sebi, final show that we're going to talk about this week, Kaizen, Mischief and Mayhem. Ryan Schimmel beat Ryan McGrath. New Revolution, they beat Bobby Boyette and James Ryder. Kobe Kreis beat the Ghost Ricky Mortis in a 3-way match. Justine Ward beat Benoit Gravel and Ken Frazier. And for the Kaizen Championship, yeah, buddy, Sebi beats Joey White.
Big gold.
It's one of those things. I was thinking about this at work. Sebi can lose the title next month, and I'm not saying he will. Okay? I'm just saying, like, he can lose the title next month, and it doesn't matter because he has put his name with guys like Kobe Kreis, Joey White, Bobby Boyette, Jason Boa. He is there. Now, is he losing the belt next month? Absolutely not. He's going to have a run with this. If you've ever met Sebi, a human highlight reel, one of the nicest guys ever, my favorite person in the world when he's after Corey's shoes. Yeah. There's a lot of guys from Kaizen that we've really become friends with. Sebi being one of them. Ian Pratt's one that I've been really close with for a few years now. Sebi winning the title is, again, like CCW. You saw these guys. Sébastien Desrosiers. You know?
Yeah.
That was his name. Just changed it to Sebi. Bringer of Ruckus. You know, not to sound corny here, but dreams do come true. Sebi winning the Kaizen title feels like, I don't know, maybe an IHW heavyweight title, maybe a North Pro title would be a smidge bigger, but I think this belt for these guys, this is the cream of the crop. Thoughts on this?
He trained at Kaizen. It's where he wet his feet, and now the company is saying, you know what I mean? We now trust you to represent the company. I mean, that's fantastic, especially like for a company that you started at. You were trained by Kaizen, and now you're being given the big gold. You're now the guy on campus, the big dog on campus. I mean, it's fantastic. Joey was a great champion. Will it be his last title? Probably not. No. But I agree. Sebi, I think, is going to hold his title for the next 4 to 6 months at least. I think
he's going to have it even longer than that. I think it's going to be 9 months to a year, unless they storyline it. I also don't think it's Sebi's last run. I think he'll have it plenty.
Oh, yeah.
I will die on this hill.
So as of right now...
Ian Pratt needs that title too.
Yeah. So as of right now, Sebi holds 2 titles. Yeah. He has the Kaizen title and the New Breed Fighting Championship.
Fighting Spirit title. And if he wouldn't have vacated the tag titles in United, he'd be a triple champion right now.
That's right. So, congratulations to Sebi. He does a lot behind the scenes as well. He doesn't just wrestle. He does a lot of videography, not only for Kaizen, but for a bunch of different companies. He has a vlog on YouTube. There's a lot of like behind the scenes and travel vlogs of him and the boys going to different shows and setting up and tearing down. There's actually a vlog that he posted, I think, this morning. It's not very long. It's like 3-4 minutes long, but it's of all of the Kaizen show and behind the scenes and stuff. So,
but the two most important things that he does, he sends us the results and he unties Corey's shoelaces.
That's right.
This is the highlight of my time. He saw us from a mile away and made a beeline towards us. And Corey looks at me. I forget which show it was. Corey turns to me and he goes, "Oh, I fucking got him this time." Sebi tries to untie his shoes. Corey had put like 5 knots in his laces. Corey laughed so hard, and Sebi's like, no, foiled again. So, Sebi, congratulations. We love you, brother. Upcoming shows, unless Mark, you want to congratulate Sebi too?
Félicitations. Congratulations. A blimp for Sebi. Buy him a blimp so they can get around, him and the dudes. Bobby and Daniel Drywall and, all of his dudes.
Because they're doing things.
Yeah.
That's right.
Upcoming shows.
We have 3 shows upcoming. I think pretty much everybody and their dog had a show last weekend, so there's only 3 companies this weekend. All on Saturday. So Saturday, May 30th, we have UCW at the Spryfield Lions Rink. Doors open at 5:30. They have 3 matches announced. The Atlantic Canadian Championship, Dayton Cameron will be defending his title against Anthony Harlem with Mr. David A. Boyce in his corner. There's a singles match. Robbie McAllister is taking on Jonathan Cross. And they have a hardcore match. Channing Decker is taking on AEW's The Blade.
Oh.
That is going to be a match and a half. Also on the card, Max Power, Rudy Lockhart, Madison Miles, Dick Durning, Lincoln Steen, and more.
Holy jumping.
That's going to be a hell of a show, I think.
Hell yeah.
Also Saturday in Truro, New Breed, Ground Zero at the Truro Legion. VIP doors open at 6:15, general admission at 6:45. A few matches been announced. There's a singles match between Justin Newhook and Olafur Hansen. I think that's going to be a great match. Andre Mayet versus Benoit Gravel. Bobby Boyette versus Chizenko. Those are going to be 2 big men in that ring. We mentioned it a minute ago. The Fighting Spirit Championship match. Sebi will be defending it against Dawson James.
Ooh, Kaizen guys.
Yeah. And Thad Howitt has I don't know if it's an open challenge, but he has a mystery challenge. So him and his manager, Evan Wolf, have declared a mystery challenge. I have no idea what it means, but I guess you'll have to show up and find out. Also on the card is Ricky Mortis, Ryan Storm, and the Rodeo Rockers. So, should be a good night there. And if you're in the northern part of New Brunswick, Loot Prestige, Brawl at Alma Hall, 148, I think, at this point. In Atholville, New Brunswick, doors open at 6 p.m. There's a number 1 contender match for the Loot Prestige title. Patrick O'Neill will be taking on Nick Strong. There's a singles match, Hunter Sampson versus Chevron, another great match. And the Loot Prestige Championship match. Logan Green will be defending his title against Spike Esty. So that'll be a great match there. Also on the card, Rugged Rick Owens, Matt Strong, Kerry Killam, Salem Wilder, Stormy Hale, Scott Lee Crew, and more.
Got another great weekend of action. I'm exhausted. We're 45 minutes in. Anything else before we sign off?
Thanks for everything. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and buy a shirt.
And I do mean this to every supporter that we have. It means a lot. A lot of people reach out to me and say they're fans and all that. And sometimes I don't have time to answer, especially during work season. But your comments are seen and appreciated. We love you all. We'll be back in 7 days. Until then, take care, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast. We drop new episodes every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Atlantic Time, so make sure to join us each week. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and also listen to the episodes and interviews on all your favorite podcast platforms, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. And if you want to support us even further, grab one of our t-shirts over at Pro Wrestling Tees. Just scan the QR code to get yours. Until next time, thanks for listening and supporting Maritime Wrestling.